Time's up. Have your own.
Here it comes.
All kids out of the pool for Adult Swim. All kids out.
There we go. All better now. Man, titties are the greatest things on earth.
Honestly, I need that opening. I need that opening. It calms me, as it should calm you when you see beautiful things. Hail and howdy, everybody. Welcome to the Daily Dive, the show where you, the audience, the chat, are essentially in charge. I have very little control over what I get to do in this show. I get a segment, maybe a segment and a half. Other than that, you guys are in charge. I hope you guys are having a good Friday, and we've been doing this now for a week. We have been doing this for a week, and I think it's going well. Do you guys think it's going well? You know how you can tell me it's going well? You can hit that like button. You can say yeah in the chat while making fun of me, because I guess that's how things go. And we can get started. All right, so I think I got a good show today. On my end, at least. On my end, I've got a couple of... You guys are going to get another monologue because I want to keep addressing some stuff that's been... I can admit this. I brought it on myself this week. But it kind of proves my point of exactly why I didn't... Hang on. There we go. Why I didn't want to do it in the first place. Why I didn't want to do this in the first place. And but I do want to talk about, we're going to keep talking about Disney, Star Wars, and Andor, and the reaction of certain people to my points of stance, and even as tertiary commentary surrounding Disney, Star Wars about that. So I'm going to talk about that. That's my segment. And then we also will celebrate something that we started here yesterday. I didn't know it was happening until we were done, and it's since been covered on everybody else's streams in our network, in our circle. But I have to acknowledge it because it started here. It happened because we were reading about a fat black woman statue in Times Square. So of course, I must also acknowledge. I'm going to take a moment here to be serious here. I'm going to take a moment to thank everybody in the chat, watching when you're live on the replay, general supporters of the channel. I want to thank you guys. You guys have helped get this show off the ground when I needed the most. Literally everything you are doing to help this show, to help with the channel, supporting me, watching videos, leaving comments, chatting it up, hitting the like button, donating your precious time and money. You are literally helping me keep the lights on and the roof over my head right now. You are literally helping that effort, so I'm not out on the goddamn street. So I want to thank each and every one of you right now, from my heart. Thank you. And the best thing we can keep doing is keep the momentum going. Keep it going, expand the audience, keep things happening so that we can get me in Florida, so that I can be there at the least cost of myself and others for my day of doom 1 year from now, May 25th, 2026, the day of doom, where we have earned over $800 in donations between super chats, memberships, and tips on stream elements. We have earned enough to put me in Disney, Star Wars, Galaxy's Edge. We're putting together a trip and a meetup. The best thing possible is that the channel is successful and I'm living in Florida a year from now. I am there living, so it's just a day trip for me. But we're putting together a trip, a meetup at Galaxy's Edge on May 25th. And for that week in general, where I now have to go there. I already fulfilled my requirements of recording some shilly videos, which are now in the lore in perpetuity. I've shared it with everybody. There's no hiding it. And then I have to go there. You guys are going to dress me in merch, but you got to make sure it fits me. I'm a large man. I am a large man. 6'1", over 200 pounds, very broad shoulders. I'm a large man, so we have to make sure it fits me. You're going to dress me in Disney Star Wars merch to the point where Jed wants to even put a BB-8 mouse ears on me if it's possible. And then I have to spend the day. I have to spend the day being a shill. As long as I'm being recorded, whether it's for a video or a live stream, because there'll be multiples going on there, I have to be in Disney shill stand character. I have to promote. I have to be happy. I can look miserable, but I have to be happy about it. And then, because it's opening that week, I have to go see Mandalorian and Grogu wearing Disney shill paraphernalia with a Baby Yoda Grogu in my lap. We have to go to a Disney Star Wars theater, and I have to watch it. And then, because we crossed $800, we are currently at $800, if my math is correct, $831. Because I crossed $831, I have to then do a real positive review of Mandalorian Grogu. No sarcasm, no hidden anything, no nothing. I can't like get secret digs in there. I have to be completely positive. I have to put that up with the caveat that a few days later, I could put my real review of Mandalorian and Grogu up. Then, now, here we are. Let me just reset it so we start at the beginning of it. $900. If we cross $900 before the month is over, Dermy and I, if Dermy is there, if not, it gets put off till we're at another meetup together. Dermy and I have to hold hands for 30 minutes and pretend to be best friends and chills together. Then at $1,000, you guys, the chat, the audience, get to basically put down what you want me to write for a truly fantastical Disney Star Wars fan fiction, which I then have to read dramatically on this stream. But to do the points on the 25th on the roundtable this month, that is when you guys will flush it out. But then on this show, I must read it dramatically for a segment. Then at $1,250, you guys will basically be funding me to go to Disney Star Wars at Edge when we're there that day with certain individuals watching over me and directing my traffic. I have to build an ugly ass Disney Star Wars lightsaber at the workshop. And then for $1,300, you guys get to choose the Kyber crystal, the lightsaber color. Then at $1,400, because it costs another $100 to build it, we have to go to the droid workshop where you guys will get to tell me what kind of droid you want me to build. It's probably going to be a BB-8, which is a god-awful creation. So that will happen. And then at $1,450, the chat chooses for me to extol a sequel trilogy character as my favorite and why they are the bestest ever in all Star Wars. And then at $1,500, if we get there, I have to take a genuine smiling, means I can't look miserable, photo with Rey and Kylo Ren. Maybe together, maybe not together. It depends on who's there. I have to pretend to be a Reylo, essentially. I have to pretend to be a Reylo. So that's the funding we are doing for this month, guys. We are doing it, and with your help, we will get there. You can make my life miserable, because you have to remember, because of what we're going to do to me next year, this will be a part of my social media, YouTube, internet lore forever. It doesn't go away. Enough people will be tracking this media, and it will not go away. I have to live with it. All right? You have to live with it. But Dom H for a 4-month membership. Hashtag unban Ariel. See, that's propaganda and lies. She can't be banned if she's right here. She can't be banned if she's right there. All right? She can't be banned. It's not a thing. This is fake lies and propaganda. Yeah, Static, 30 minutes is a long time. Real quick, though, I have a question. Gal, you're here. What time does Dermy's Pain start tomorrow? What time does Dermy's Pain start tomorrow with the Outlast or Outcast? What time does that start? I need to know, because I want to propose something right now. I want to propose an idea. 6 p.m. for me. Oof. Okay. All right. I don't think... Jed, are you here? All right. With Jed's approval, we might do roundtable a little bit early. I mean, all right, 5 p.m. for me. 5 p.m. for me. Are you sure? Are you sure? I need to know because we might not Roger. I mean, drive-in. We might shift drive-in because if you guys want it, 5 p.m. Okay, 6 p.m. So drive-ins at 6. Drive-ins at 6. If we do drive-in early, and if we can set a super chat tip threshold today, do you guys want me to stream to basically react to Dermy being a little bitch? Because he threatened me with something. I don't know what. He threatened to do something today. So do you guys want me to react to this tomorrow? I'll sacrifice my night for this. I'll sacrifice gaming if you guys want me to. You guys want me to react to Dermy? A special daily dive on Saturday. We could change the time. Okay. We can change time. So if you guys want it, we can I'll put a poll up real quick. If you guys want it, we'll set some things here. And we can do you want me to react to Dermy being scared? Do you want me to react to Dermy pissing himself with fear tomorrow night? Okay, there's a poll. Yes or no? Just simple yes or no. We'll leave it up for a little bit. Simple poll, yes or no. Do you guys want me to react to Dermy pissing himself with fear tomorrow night? But to do that though, we're gonna have to reach some super chat goals today, because that would mean sacrificing gaming night with the boys for that. That would mean no co-op. So if the poll wins, then we'll establish a super chat goal for today, and we will do that. But remember, here's how the show works. Let's remind everybody how this show works. Through your direction, we get this going. $10, give me an Adam rant on a topic of your choosing. Anything. And I'll give you an instant Adam rant. $15, choose an article as we go through the show websites. $20 to torture me by watching anything on YouTube. Remember, it has to be on YouTube, which means it's past YouTube censors and certain checks so that all I have to do is maybe fight a claim. And $30 to watch do a live stream review of a TV show or any movie, but you got to give me 1 to 2 days to get it going. Like if you did it today, I'd probably give it to you on Monday. We do it on Monday's show. Something like that. You got to give me time to watch it, get my thoughts on doing that. So that's how it works. I was also going to do a new segment today, but we have so many other things going on. I think I'll introduce that new segment next week, because what we're going to try to do here is I'm going to try have certain days be certain types of segments. Expect on every week you get a certain thing. So I'm going to try and institute that, but I need to think up a couple more to go along with it. So here's how it goes. But first of all, while you guys think about like maybe your videos before we get into the articles, I've got actually, you know what? Do you guys want to go through the articles first and think on those and let me do my monologue? Because I've got like 2 monologues I want to do for you guys, or it's kind of a 2-in-1 with sort of then a discussion thing. So do you guys want to go through the articles first, or do you want me to do my monologue first? What do you guys think? Because we're still working out sometimes the rhythm in the process of the show, because I was told by somebody that I have to be prepared, because you guys know I'm a fairly organized and oriented person when it comes to these things. So I like to try and have things go in a certain order, and that works on the other shows. But this show, I was told, Adam, you got to be prepared for a lot of chaos on this show. You have to be prepared for things not to go in a specific order. So right now, Ariel says articles, then monologue. So we'll give you guys the chance to think about it. That's what I'm thinking. Why don't we go through the shills? And while you guys ponder if you want me to react to any of the articles we have up today, I'll give you my monologue and my discussion segment that I have planned, which is going to be born out of my monologue. And then we'll do articles, videos, and anything else. So we'll go through the articles. And by the time I'm done with my monologue, we'll check the poll. I'm going to leave the poll up till I'm done with the monologue. Okay? I'm going to leave the poll up till I'm done with that. All right. So let's go through the articles right now. I got them right here. And yes, I will remember. Actually, you know what? First, let's do this. We have to celebrate something. Celebrate a horror. Yesterday on this show, we talked about a fat black woman statue that exists now in the middle of Times Square. We had fun with it. I made a short out of it. Go watch the shorts. Go like the shorts. It's the thing that actually is working for my channel of all things. Shorts are working for my channel. I know. Go figure. But during the stream, we looked at the picture, and then our good friend Weasel, who I know is here in the chat, I saw Weasel. Weasel made a meme, which has now become a thing. The true face of the fat black woman statue. That's right. It's Dermy. It's Dermy. And that face is saying that you better watch your back hole. You better watch your back hole because he's coming for it. He's coming for it. And all kinds of fun stuff have been put out about this. So Dermy is now a fat black woman. Fat black woman. Oh, okay. Dom H for $20. When you finish with everything, do Internet Historian the fall of 76. FYI, it's 26. Just to let you know ahead. Oh, that's fine, Don. All right. So we got another Internet Historian. So that's one video, $20 from Dom H. We'll be watching Internet Historian the fall of 76. I have no idea what that means. Thank you, Dom. We will get to that. We'll say we save videos for the end, so we'll get to the videos at the end. Thank you, Dom. You have purchased my reaction to that for 26 minutes, and I assume this is at the influence of Ariel, who wants to see me react to strange stuff. The face says I'm hungry. That face, yeah, he's hungry for your back hole. He's hungry for your back hole. He's hungry for your back hole. So this happened, and let's be honest, that kind of does look like him. I know Gal made a meme out there. I saw it last night on Static Stream. I haven't seen it, or at least Gal influenced a meme of it. I just saw it. I didn't know where it was. I forgot who said it, but they like put the Nami bikini on it when he did that for Halloween last year. So this is fresh horror right here. And Dermy's embracing it. He's happy to have a statue. You didn't make it, but you influenced it. You influenced it. I heard that you influenced it. But this is the thing. This is the thing. Now, what we have to do is this. We have to, Dom, you have to, at some point, go there, take a picture of it, and then we have to take you and put you next to the Dermy version. That's what we need. This is the picture that we need. Dom standing next to the statue, but with Dermy's face on it. That's what we need. And I know we can make this happen. We can make this happen. We're smart enough. But and a side thing, Gal, I know you're going to appreciate this. This is what should actually replace the statue right here. Look at that. Look at that. That should be a group of heroes we should be appreciating in Times Square. Right there. That is something we should be appreciating. True heroes who protect our planet from alien invasion and domination. We should do that right there. These are the statues that should be in Times Square. So so I like this. This is great. Yeah, look at see that. Yeah. See, she understands. Real ones understand. Real ones understand heroes when they're here. There we go. Okay. All right. So there we go. And it checks diversity. It checks masculinity. It's everything. All right. So there we go. We had some fun with that, and we acknowledge the good times. All right. So let's go over the articles, shall we? Let's go over the articles and see what we got. And you guys will ponder them while I do my monologue. Let me zoom in on everything a little bit here so that you guys can see it accurately. Okay, that should be good. Good. Okay. These are loaded in as about 20 minutes ago. Ow, hang on. Itch on my back, and I can't reach it. Ow. Okay. That was a screen cap, that one. Okay, so here we go. Sharing the screen because I remember to do it. All right, so we start as usual with Variety. Variety counts for the Variety and Deadline, so they are essentially the same thing. Pope First Mass, yeah, whatever Pope. This just happened. There was a new teaser trailer for the next Godzilla Kong sequel. It's only 30 seconds, so I'll give you my take on that for free. You're gonna get my take on that for free. I saw it and I wondered. I saw the name in trending, and then I looked at the trailer, and I can see it. It's really just a warning that there are a lot of Titans appearing. But then at the very end, says Godzilla, Kong, Supernova, and right as the Supernova goes up, there's like a little red dot glowing in the center. A lot of people think that that's saying it's going to be Gigan is going to be the next kaiju to show up in the Godzilla Kong world, in the legendary universe world. If they bring in Gigan, you might actually get my butt in a seat for this one at the very least. Okay, hang on. My back is itching. Watch me. Okay, I gotta try and get to it here. You get to enjoy me scratching my back. Ow. See, I have a bad left shoulder, so when I twist it around, it actually really freaking hurts when I twist my left shoulder to try and scratch my back. Yes, I'm using a remote control to scratch my back. Yeah. No, it would be Gigan. Destroyer doesn't have a glowing red eye. Gigan's eye is glowing in the center. It's a glowing red eye. So some people thinking that means it's Gigan. And it, God damn it. Ow. Okay. Oh, God, that hurt. Ow. Ow. All right. So, I mean, I have a bad left shoulder because when I was living in New York going to culinary school 23 years ago, I went to a gym and I did some exercises I shouldn't have, and I effed up my shoulder really badly, and it's never quite healed properly. So it hurts on occasion. And sweeping around my mat. That's not my O face. That's my I'm in pain face. That's my I'm in pain face. I'm thinking of getting a back scratcher because I can't. I used to be able to get my arm around my back and do it, but the pain is getting bad. So yeah, I'm thinking of getting a back scratcher because I can't do it anymore. I can't whip my arm around my back, and I mean, because my left arm, because of the fucked up nature of what I did, my left arm can actually reach most of my back when I wrap it around, but it's hurting more than ever. So, yeah. So I think I'm getting a back. I think I might get a back scratcher. Anyway, all right. So I think it's going to be Gigan. If it's Gigan, I might actually be interested in watching this now. I didn't care about the last one, but you bring back one of the best kaiju antagonists for Godzilla, and you might actually get my attention on that. Legally Blonde prequel adds Series L adds 5 guys. Why are you doing a prequel to Legally Blonde? There are 2 movies. We know how that story goes. That is retarded. So wait a minute. You're getting... No, I'm going to save it. If you guys want me to react to that, that just triggered something in me. Joel Edgerton and Toni Collette star in a new comedy, Don't Care. New York boosts film subsidy to $800 million in Tusslewood, New Jersey. Black Mirror don't care about Black Mirror's TV show. Norfilm takes French rights to Lav Diaz's Magellan ahead of Cannes premiere. Diddy's lawyers hope to portray Cassie as aggressive and violent. Diddy trial is about to happen. Diddy trial is about to happen. What are you guys saying? I get a back scratcher. Recommend a red-headed DD model. I just want something to scratch my back now because my back is itchy and I can't get my arm around there because it hurts. Tongs? I know it's yeah. Like I said, if you guys want me to react to that you saw that triggered something in me. That triggered something in me. Children's media company Toy signs with Gersh's Jose Totoy. Oh, I don't even know what the hell is that. So much stream celebration of AIP Heritage Month on Samsung. Oh, is this about gay shit for next month? Are they already preempting gay shit? Peacemaker season 2. Peacemaker season 2. That would be a DCU discussion right there. That would be a DCU discussion. I don't know what that is there. Edgar Ramirez. Okay. All right. So there you go. You got some possibly good ones here. Hollywood Reporter. Why the laugh track won't die. Oh, that's thrilling. That's a thrilling discussion. Warner Brothers Discovery's new ad sales chief hopes best-in-class IP boost years upfront. Menendez Brothers seeks recusal of district attorney from resentencing, citing bias. And we talked about that yesterday. And let's just check TV to see if Wheel of Time has been canceled. Nope, not yet. Okay. IGN. Dead by Daylight is finally getting a Five Nights at Freddy's killer. People like that game, enjoy it. Tom Cruise made his director decide to not do a stunt because it was impossible. Fallout Season 2 has ended. We'll probably get some reviews on that when it drops because I did review Season 1. That's going to happen. Activision assumed creators of a Call of Duty hack, it says, is so toxic it's causing fans to quit playing the piece of. No, listen, people are quitting playing COD 6, Black Ops 6 because it's boring. Because it's boring and another repetitive COG. That's what people are quitting. Nintendo revised its user agreement, and if you break it, Nintendo reserves the right to brick your Switch. Wow. Big brother Nintendo. I don't think I'll make a video, but that could be a topic for Sunday. I'll have to come back for that one. Claire Obscure Episode 3 patch 1.2.3 is a big one. Nerfs somebody's build. I know nothing about the builds in Expedition 33 because I've been avoiding reading or discussing it because my copy will arrive next Tuesday and we'll start streaming it next week. So I don't know anything, and I probably would not have made the game-breaking build anyway because I don't do that. Anyway, Dermy for $20. React to what I sent you. I assume it's in DMs. Oh my goodness. I assume it's in DMs. He's been threatening this since yesterday. Spider-Man Brand New Day casting sparks Miles Morales MC Hope. Yeah, do it. Fucking do it. Do it. Do it. I dare you. Put Miles in the MCU. All right. Gal for $15. She wants me to do the Legally Blonde article. Okay, so that's now in the books. Thank you, Gal, for $15. All right, we're lining up the show here. You guys are directing traffic. Any more here? No, we caught up to that one. Let's check Kotaku real quick. Doom Dark Ages. Kotaku, yeah, I bet you guys give a good one. Latest. Let's just go to latest. Souls-like. Let's actually put this up here so we can see the pictures. This Souls-like remake will respect your time, but rewards for you playing it twice. The new Pope plays video games. Yeah, wow, I don't care. A solution to Nintendo's ineffective battle against piracy isn't bricking people's Switches. I guess maybe that's what's in that discussion there. Switch to launch game. So nothing even to yell at here. They've hidden their retarded shit for the moment. So let's check the Mary Sue. Y'all's transphobia did, in fact, result in a woman being attacked by a man. A woman was forced to prove her gender in a bathroom. Mechanic gets customer relay, starts driving dealership, then he gets pulled over. Literally shaking. Woman uses tanning bed at Planet Fitness, then she realizes someone might be in the room with her. The 10 best books with non-binary fantasy books with non-binary characters. Yeah, I bet they all sell really well. Okay, that's running into stuff from yesterday, and they're going to suck some Andor dick. Bix killing sacrifice in Andor is devastating but important for the rebellion by Rachel Leishman, fakest fan ever. Park Place. Nintendo can and will brick your Switch console. Okay, so the Switch story is real. It's coming up there. If you guys don't want that one, I'm going to put that one on Sunday for Roundtable. That's a talk for Roundtable. And then Bounding into Comics, they approve of the Jam. What does it say? Let's see what it says. So approved to James Gunn Superman saying DC in his great hand. Yeah, right, sure. We care. Live action Gargoyles showrunner hopes his version lives up to the mature vibe of the original series. No, it's gonna be terrible. I guarantee. And that's it. Stuff from yesterday. Okay, so there are the articles. We've got an article chosen. Let me get my monologue. You guys can think about the rest of the articles. If you guys want to see me react to anything else, let me get my monologue out of the way and my discussion topic, and then we'll get into yours. Then the rest of the show is yours. You know what? Yeah, I'm full screen. We'll stay full screen. Let me get the banner. Okay. So let me check the poll. Hang on. Let's check the poll. Right now, the poll says 83 to 17. 83 to 17 with total of you voting. And that's everybody here at the moment or has been here. So, all right. So it looks like, yeah, you guys want me to react to Dermy pissing himself. So currently we are at so polls over. So currently with a let's see. Let me make sure we got everybody's. We got okay. You know what? We crossed the goal I was going to set for it. I was going to say if we hit $50, we do it. Okay, so special edition of Daily Dive tomorrow. We will react to Dermy pissing himself with fear, playing Outlast. So we're going to do that tomorrow. So that means drive-in. We'll start drive-in a little earlier than normal, just so we get done. And that also probably means we're going to delay my Doctor Who review to Sunday. Well, oh no. We're going to have to wait till Sunday. So we'll push Shooty Who off for a day to react to Dermy pissing himself on stream. All right, so there we go, guys. So we are going to do that. Okay, so this week, I purposefully, even though I didn't want to, even though I knew I would get a lot of problems for it, I knew it would be. Hang on, let me check Stream Elements real quick. Okay, nothing on Stream Elements. Sorry. Okay, all right. So this week, I stepped into, I'm going to say it, a viper's nest. A viper's nest. I stepped into a viper's nest of multiple different varying snakes willingly, even though I knew it would be a bad idea. I said this months ago that I didn't want to touch Andor Season 2. I didn't want to touch Andor Season 2 because I knew it was going to be bad for me. Not bad for the channel necessarily, but a little bit, it would make things be rough because there's a level of cognitive dissonance going on surrounding Andor, Disney Star Wars, and real Star Wars. On the one side, you've got the fake fan stans who are obsessed with this show because, one, they think it's real Star Wars. These are the people who think Disney Star Wars is real Star Wars. So they think it's real Star Wars. So they think this is telling the actual story of the birth of the rebellion in Star Wars. That's what they think. So they defend this show. They think it's mature writing. They think it's real. They think it's great. And it's an example of low intellect people thinking something is as great as the past because they think Andor is now better, is the best Star Wars since 1977 to 1983. That's what they think. That's a prevailing comment going on there right now. At the same time, you've got real Star Wars fans who are so apathetic and so delusional with their bar set so low for anything Star Wars to be good that they have, some of them have slogged through. And I say slogged because you had to get to the mythical episodes 8 and 9 in this week's Andor Season 2 arc to get good Star Wars television. And so, it's going to live on forever. People will be talking about it for years. It's a banger of a show. You need to go watch it. You just need to watch a whole season and another 7 episodes to get to this good stuff because the rest of it is crap. But this is really good, so you have to watch it. They're saying that, and that's the cognitive dissonance part, where you know that all of Disney Star Wars is shit. You know it's shit. But you've convinced yourself that this little part is good, so it should be protected and promoted because, hey, that's objectivity. I'm just being objective. I'm just saying, if something's made well, I have to acknowledge it's made well. You can acknowledge it's made well, but you don't get to say that it's good Star Wars. Because I will say exactly what I said in Andor Season 1. Andor works whether you have Star Wars in it or not. If you take every element of Star Wars out, just about every element out, the story still works, which makes it middling, mid-average science fiction. It's that simple. And it's no different here. With Tony Gilroy's forced political agenda into stuff, once again, pushing the narrative that Star Wars wasn't always as political. I'm going to get to that in a second. Star Wars wasn't always as political, which makes people then feel like they're highbrow, mature, watching, educating things because, look, Star Wars is now written well, and look, it's really mature. You don't need pew pew and lightsabers. Woo, with space wizards, we've got mature Star Wars. Because this is what they actually had the fucking nerve to say this is what Star Wars is always about. It's not really about the Force and Jedi and Sith and pew pew, space wizards and lightsabers. No, it's about people and this and that. That's kind of the conversations going on out there. And when you push back at it, like I did this week, I put my video out at the beginning of the week commenting that the whole genocide thing that goes on, that episode 8, is politically motivated bullshit. It's politically motivated bullshit written by a man who has a history of putting politics in there. Not necessarily the politics you think it is, but putting it in there to gin up a response so that he can be praised as, oh, a deep writer and a deep thinker and a deep director. And everybody ate that shit up. Everybody's eating that shit up. But I put out the video and said, this is what it is. It's political. And the stands are retarded and insane and lunatics for pushing their political agenda into a show because they need the politics in there. Disney Star Wars stands, Disney stands in general, need their politics in their media to reinforce their belief systems. So, of course, I'm getting it from them. And that video, and I'm going to admit this because I'm not afraid. I have no fear of anybody. That video has gotten annihilated on my channel. I have been ratioed to hell. It's got about a little over 500 views on it right now. It has been downvoted over 50 dislikes to the 16 likes that it got. By the metrics of my channel, I have been annihilated there. And I can take it because you know why? When you look at my analytics, everybody that's attacking me over this, they watched all of 2 to 3 minutes of a 17-minute video and then decided to levy their accusations and attacks at me, which means they didn't even watch the video. And the people who are on our side of the argument attacking me for, oh, you shouldn't be hating on this, it's actually good. You didn't watch the video either. Otherwise, you know what I'm talking about. And you then would have to acknowledge what I'm talking about, that is one of the real stories going on around us. But no, we have to pretend that Andor is some kind of seminal work of television. Thank you, Dom. Thank you. So you have to pretend that Andor is some sort of seminal work of television that is breaking boundaries, that that Juan Solo, Cassian Andor, the dude playing it, Diego Luna, he has to get an Emmy. Let's wait a minute here. Everybody who's been talking about this says that he hasn't actually done anything in that show worthy of anything. Everybody else does the stuff in the show. And that the chick who plays Mon Mothma, Genevieve O'Reilly, that she deserves an Emmy. Everybody deserves an Emmy. Emmys are meaningless. Awards are meaningless. So you get that. And that's what I'm talking about right here. This whole thing. This is the other part of this monologue now. Throughout this whole thing, the stand response to this or my short that I made yesterday about saying if you support Disney Star Wars, you're disrespecting George Lucas Star Wars. The things I get in there are between all this stuff, it's the same usual crap. And here's my other bit of this. Get a mini rant in here now. I've been doing this game now, this YouTube game, for 4 years, since 2021. For 4 years, we've been at this. And for 4 years, whenever we make a take or say something, here comes the Stan Brigade. And all they ever do is say the same shit over and over and over again. If you don't like it, don't watch it. Why are you watching it if you hate it? You clearly hate it. You need to go out and touch grass. You need to let it go. You're not a real fan. Why are you obsessing? How can you talk about something you hate so much if you claim you love it? Blah, 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 blah. And then add in a few ad hominem, ism attacks here and there. But it's always the same shit over and over again. I even had somebody tell me that, oh, man, this is where the cognitive dissonance comes in on the sides of people who do get a clue but have cognitive dissonance. Whoa, if you're going to complain about this, you should always attack George for what he did back in the day, too. Because George, somebody actually says to me in my comments, he says, you do realize that George was invited to the set of Mandalorian and Grogu. And when he was there, he advised Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau. They said he advised them. First of all, George being invited to a set to hold the Baby Yoda Grogu, that's meaningless. He showed up, probably spent a couple hours there, and then went home and rolled in his money. And then gave interviews that said, Disney Star Wars took my baby Star Wars, and I feel like I sold it to white slavers. And then in multiple interviews, in the interview with his, when he stood there with his wife talking to those school kids, and then when he was on stage last year in France at a film festival, he literally said multiple times, I have nothing to do with Disney Star Wars. What they're doing now has nothing to do with me. I have not given any input. So for people to come into my chat and say, George is this or that, do your research. I have done my research. I've made videos and streamed about it. George may not care, but he also has nothing to do with Disney Star Wars. And at the same time, long before I was on the internet, and you have to take my word for it, I gave George shit. I, like everybody else, I went after George when he did stupid shit. I don't put George on a pedestal where he's untouchable. I put him on a shelf where he deserves to be. Praised for his creativity and what he gave us with Star Wars. But he is not on a pedestal where I won't attack him. And then the brilliance. Here's a brilliant one. Ariel and Dom know this one. We talked about it last night during gaming stream. Here's a brilliant one. Somebody comes in to the take to give a reaction to my short from yesterday, says, I know that everybody who made every Star Wars movie had a good time. You're just full of hate. You just should go away. Yeah, brilliant response. And my response was, yes, show me. Show me your evidence, your receipts of everybody who ever worked on every Star Wars film, loved their experience, had a good time. Show me. Please. That is one of the dumbest things I've ever heard. So when you look at this broad thing, I am sick and tired. I am sick and tired of it. Why must it always be the same shit over and over again? Over and over and over again. The same retarded responses every damn time. It's boring. They're not even creative. It's like they have a checklist of, okay, I'm going to call him this time. Now I'm going to call him that this time. And then, of course, they'll ring the clarion bell and call in their mutuals to come and ratio my ass. Because I'm a small channel, and it is easy to ratio me. Let's be honest. It's not hard. I don't get a lot of traction these days, so it's very easy to have a bunch of Twitter tards and former Tumblr tards come in from Reddit or someplace, or their mutuals on X Twitter, and ratio my dumb ass. It's not hard. That's why I need you guys to hit those like buttons. Hit those like buttons. Don't let them get to have their way with me. So there it is. That's the one part of the other part of this I mentioned before, the cognitive dissonance of this all. The cognitive dissonance of people who know Disney Star Wars is bad. And somebody may be asking, Adam, what is cognitive dissonance? Cognitive dissonance is when you know something is wrong and you essentially lie to yourself to avoid thinking about why it's wrong in order to say something that you know isn't completely honest. To say Andor is great. It's the best Star Wars we've gotten. It's sort of true. It's the best, might be the best Disney Star Wars you've gotten, but it's not Star Wars, especially if you spent years shitting on Disney Star Wars. And you then cannot say, well, we can keep this part, can't we? As I've been saying for all week, it's not a la carte. You can't pick and choose. Because everybody that says, oh, but this part's okay. This part of Disney Star Wars is okay, yes, because it's not Star Wars, it's Disney Star Wars. All you have to say to destroy the argument is you still get Jake Skywalker in the sequel trilogy. It still happens. This doesn't change anything. Cognitive dissonance. Don't lie to yourself. Don't be a hypocrite. You could say something is made well, produced well, but then have the balls to stick to your original guns and say, it's still Disney Star Wars. It's still shit. It is still helping to destroy the brand. It's that simple. And to lead into that, now we'll now let's have a discussion. Now I know I see you guys chatting, but now I open this discussion because I have a little show and tell. Here's the funny part of all of this. Okay, here's the funny part. Let me get a drink. The funny part of all of this is the stands are now infighting. The success of Andor being the bestest Star Wars ever has caused Stan infighting. And the funny thing, you would say, Adam, isn't it like when nerds were fighting over OT versus PT versus EU? No, because when you're fighting, when you're arguing about OT versus PT versus the EU, that's the decades of real Star Wars being discussed. The Stans are fighting over everything since 2012. They're not fighting over real Star Wars. They're fighting over Disney Star Wars. So when I bring this up to you right now, when I show you guys this one, let's have some laughs, okay? Let's have some laughs about what we're seeing here. So you guys know that the Stans cried hard over the Acolyte. They cried hard over the Acolyte. Oh my God, it got canceled. So somebody, and this guy who I'm starting with me actually quote tweeting somebody. This guy right here is a super Andor stan. The Andor stans, the ones who now think that they represent the best of the Star Wars online community, the Disney Star Wars stans, they think they stand at the top of the totem pole, the top of the ladder, top of the mountain, king of the hill. Going back to this after Andor for the next decade or more is certainly something. And my response was, this guy and probably every single person who is now infighting in Disney Star Wars, remember, they praised this as the greatest freaking thing of all time when Ahsoka came out. You were there. I was there. We remember. We know the truth. They thought this was outstanding and awesome. And we were called racist bigots, angry nerds for doing it. And now they're all hypocrites. To now say, oh my God, after Andor, how can we go back to this? Because I'm such an involved Star Wars fan now. They're doing that. So this guy started something. This guy started something. Here come the Acolyte stands. Acolyte had the best duels I've ever seen in 30 years. 30 years. That means this idiot, a Yord Horde moron, thinks that these were better than the prequel trilogy, which are the best duels in Star Wars because of the advanced choreography and advanced special effects we had in the late 90s, early 2000s from what we had in the 80s, where it was more traditional dueling stances, okay? So this guy thinks it's better than that. Duels I've seen in 30 years, and y'all crashed out because a group of ladies sang a song in a saga filled with Jedi rocks. What that even means, I don't know. Y'all deserve what you get. Bad lightsaber choreography all the time. So now you've got Acolyte stands attacking Andor stands who are attacking Ahsoka Filoni stands and Mandoverse stands. It's a circling firing squad. They're all shooting each other, and I love it. I love it. They're proving they only care about Disney Star Wars, which keeps going, though. Again, responding to this. This is why I love the Acolyte, but thanks to y'all, we never get more choreography like this again. They all supported this. This guy was probably all over Acolyte, too. They're attacking each other. They're attacking each other. They were all together on this united, but now suddenly, they are all angry. They're blaming each other. They're not blaming us anymore. They're blaming each other for the failure of the Acolyte. It's glorious. It's glorious. Again, the Acolyte gave y'all some of the best lightsaber fights in the prequels, and y'all complained about it. Yes, because they were garbage too. They were still also just swinging sticks to hit sticks. No good choreography. It's glorious. And then and here comes the Rebels shill again. Now here come the Ahsoka defenders. It was this is somebody replying that to this one right now. Somebody replying to this one. It was so slow, and the hits felt like there was no power behind it. I don't think you watched the show. This tranny twink is a disaster. So, and then here we go again. This is their response to all of it. Hey, Star Wars fandom, how's it going? Star Wars fandom. We're hating on Rebels. Jesus, Christ. See, now the Rebels Mandoverse Ahsoka stands are all angry because everybody else is shitting on their dumb show, and they're blaming everybody. Is this glorious? This is glorious. It's fantastic. I love it. And then finally, here comes another Andor stand. People will call me an Andor elitist for this, but the presentation of all these other shows, from costume sets to VFX and cinematography, is so so bad in comparison. Standing on the side of a multi-billion company that puts out this slop is something we should never do. Oh, does this guy realize they spent $650 million on Andor and likely nobody's in the end is really watching it? And that's the one thing I will say about Andor. It's produced well. The production value is high. Production value is high. They made it look nice. But do you love it? They're all attacking each other. They're all destroying each other because they think that one part of Disney Star Wars is better. Because you notice through all of these examples, not one piece of pre-2012 Star Wars is represented in their discussion. It's all which part of Disney Star Wars is the best because we're window-licking, drooling, shit-eating stands, and we think Disney Star Wars is all that matters. We don't care about real Star Wars. We only care about everything after 2012 because that is the truth. That is the truth. Okay. We're going to be done with that. So how do you guys like that? Do you guys like that they are all they're all essentially destroying each other for that? Jizz, you're watching me go nuts. Dominates for another $5. Who would win, Adam? One Adam or 100 Star Wars shills? Well, considering that I've got I do have some martial arts training in my life. I've got firearms training. I've got melee combat training with fencing. And I am 6'1", over 200 pounds. Right now, 240s, probably, maybe 250s. I need to lose 20, 30 pounds. But considering I am a big, active man, and every shill is probably a window-licking, limp-wristed piece of crap, yeah, I think I could take him out. I think I could do it. You guys think I could do it? I think I could do it. Thank you, Dom, for the $5. What? Yeah, ever cackling. Well, Diz the Jizz, you have arrived to me shitting on Star Wars fans and defending myself from people attacking me. Also saying that I need to go away. What's been going? Let me catch up what guys are saying. Yeah, why do we care? Because I do care. It's yeah. Listen, it's the best show, which means it's just a turd. Jeremy's actually right. Everybody who's complimenting Andor, it literally is a glazed turd or lipstick on a pig. It's still lipstick on a pig or a glazed turd. That's what it is. It's that simple. All of that. All right. So now let's go in order. Let me check stream elements really quickly. Okay, nothing there. All right. So Gal, since we go in the order of articles before videos, Gal has purchased a reaction to. Did I close it? Or let's go back to Variety. Let me go back to Variety. Since I know where I'm going. Let's go back and react to the L thing. Where did it go? 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 All right, where did it go? Here it is. Found it. Got it. Okay, let's zoom in. Let's read this article, and I'm going to react to this. So again, thank you, Gal, for the $15. Let me bring it up on screen to acknowledge it. Gal, for $15, Legally Blonde article. I'm annoyed too. Yeah. So let's read this article and get my reaction to it. Here we go. Legally Blonde prequel series L adds 5 to cast. Let's read it, and I'm sure we'll have points in this. It's an Amazon Prime show. It's an Amazon Prime show. That makes it all better. Amazon Prime Video Legally Blonde prequel series added 5 recurring guest stars for Chloe Wepper, the rookie, and it was in Picard. Oh, that's a stellar record. David Burkta, How I Met Your Mother, The West Wing. Brad Harder, Supernatural Virtue Signaling. Kayla Maisonet, Stuck in the Middle, Speechless, and Lisa Yamada, Bold and Beautiful, Cruel Summer, have all joined the cast. As previously announced, the show will follow Elle Woods during her high school years. Lexi Mindtree stars as Elle. Additional cast members, who gives a fuck. Wepper has been cast as Elle's chemistry teacher. All right, so it's going to talk about the cast. Okay, we'll finish that, and then I'm going to react to it. I'll give you my thoughts. Wepper has been cast as Elle's chemistry teacher and high school cheer team choreographer, Ms. Burke. Berkta has been cast as Elle's neighbor, Chad, while Harder has been cast as Chad's husband, Charlie. Mason and Yamada will play Tiffany and Amber, respectively, friends in Elle's Bel Air high school circle. Wepper is repped by OPE Partners. Okay, rep, don't care. Elle was originally greenlit by Amazon in May 2024, a year ago. Wow, it took them a year to get this off the ground. That's not a good sign. Laura Cottrell created the series and serves as co-showrunner, executive producer alongside Caroline Dries. Reese Witherspoon, Lauren Neustadter, executive produced via Hello Sunshine, along with Mark Platt. Jason Moore will direct the first 2 episodes. Amazon MGM Studios will produce. Okay, listen. The original Legally Blonde movie, it's a good movie. It's a good, fun, dumb fun movie. There's nothing inherently wrong with it. It's a good story of an airhead who actually somehow gets into Harvard Law School, but realizes that she does it to try and earn the love of a man after college. But she follows him there, and while being an airhead and knowing nothing about law, actually discovers that she can be more than an idiot while maintaining glamour and using instincts and stuff like that. So it's a good realization of who and what she is, and discovering that she's better than just being a ditz. There's more to just being glamour, but you don't have to lose the glamour to be smart. And she makes real friends and does real good work and helps somebody win a case. And then the second movie, she goes into politics in DC, and that gets a little more whamminsy. But here's the thing. This show serves no purpose whatsoever. What possible story can you tell when you get to when you get to if it's a high school drama that has nothing to do with college age to postgraduate work people? What possible story can you tell to shape her story for the future? Because once again, prequel storytelling is dead-end storytelling. Unless it's a snapshot of a historical moment like Star Wars, and we blame George. Here, see, look, I'm blaming George for something. It's George's fault. We live in an era of prequel writing. It's all his fault. He had one idea, which wasn't completely bad, to show us what it was like to be Anakin Skywalker in his fall and turn to Darth Vader. Nothing wrong with that. It's something real Star Wars fans were happy to and anxious to, and excited to see. But every other prequel storytelling, if you are telling a story after you've already told major events, it's dead-end storytelling. And this is eternally stupid, because what possible character development can she have in high school when everything she does in high school is meaningless leading into the movies? Absolutely meaningless. You can't. Who cares who she dated? Who cares who she fights with? Who cares who her teachers are? Unless they're a character that appears again in the movies, who effing cares? Who cares? There is no actual character development to be had for Elle. She had her character development in the first movie. You can't do anything in a crap TV show on Amazon to support this. Yes. It's the thing that Kelber in the movies, as I said, everything Elle does in the movies, she does for herself. Yes, she seeks help, but you know how, gal. You know how. You know the rules. When it comes out, you guys can make me watch this. You know the rules. I don't know. They said it's being played by some chick called Lexi Mindtree, who I don't even know who that is. But I mean, but seriously. What is the point of this? It's pointless. But it's Amazon. They'll waste money on everything. You know, this is 2024. This is probably one of the things that Jennifer Salke, this is still fallout of the Salke era at Amazon Studios, of her signing shit and putting shit into motion. This show is probably doomed. And when we get there, you guys can make me watch it, but I ain't watching this for free. You got to make me watch this shit. So, all right, you got a mini rant out of this one. See, Gal knows exactly what to do. She knows how to get a mini rant out of me for these articles. She knows exactly what she's doing. She knows what she's doing when she chooses these. You got my prequel rant in there. How I hate prequels. I hate them. I despise them. They're dumb. They're stupid. Should never happen. All right, Gal. There's your $15. And possibly you probably also just banked a future review struggle session for me. You've also now put that into the zeitgeist for the channel. All right. Okay. What else we got? Now I know they came out in a different order, but considering what I bet is going to happen, Dom, if you're okay, we're going to do the Internet Historian after Dermy, because what you probably gave me is probably actually going to be funny. And what Tons of Funnier actually did is probably give me something that's going to break my fragile little mind. So let me go into my DMs, because he said he sent it to me. There it is. There it is. Okay. It's not YouTube, but I'll accept it. It's probably not going to get claimed. All right. Let me set this up. Let me set this up, because I gotta bring it over here onto Chrome for audio purposes, because obviously audio is required here for whatever this is, because it is a thing. All right. Dermy Wormy for $20 wants me to watch this. And I saw what it was. All right, here we go.
Taking out your job when a razor. You're so foul. You're so people tag. I just wanna be your Shiori.
What is this?
Taking out your job when a razor. You're so foul. You're so people tag.
What is she even saying?
Your Shiori. Sing it with me, everyone. Yeah, hype it up. Taking out your job when a razor.
Why does she have a pacifier with? What are?
You're so people tag.
I just
wanna be.
He doesn't even give me something. It's supposed to watch VTuber shit. There's not even any titties in it. I know he's manipulating me. He's got another 2-3 weeks of it. Not giving.
Sing it with me, everyone. Yeah.
Why is this entertaining?
Taking out your job when a razor.
I can't even understand what she's saying.
You're so people tag. I just wanna be your Shiori. Taking out your job when a razor.
I'm trying to understand what's being said here, and I can't. All I see is this thing with a pacifier.
Sing it with me.
All right. That's it. Dermy got his $20 worth. You got. I think my facial expressions were enough, because that was unfiltered. That was unfiltered. Thank you, Dermy, for hurting me. Thank you for hurting me. I've lost brain cells. We are all dumber for having watched that. We're all dumber. Plain and simple. Let me do a quick check before we go to Dom's video, because let me check Stream Elements real quick. Make sure nothing's over there. Oh, we got a $1 tip from Adam's Inner Monologue. Hang on a second. I have to pop it out to get the whole thing. From Adam's Inner Monologue. Not going to lie, I actually like the AI statue of Dermy as a black woman. It's oddly comforting. I want to crawl upon it and lay on its bosom while it pats my back and I fall asleep, nestled under the right breast. Once again, my inner monologue is betraying me and saying things that are not real. Or at least listen, does this mean I have a split personality? If my inner monologue is actually gay for Dermy, what does that make me? What does that even mean, Dermy? What does that even mean? I don't even know what that means. I just want to be your shior. Does that mean I can throw you off a cliff? Is that what that means? Because I want to do that right now. I really do. I really do. I want to do that right now. But real quick, since we have had a bunch of stuff today, and like I said, I believed our total was at 831 when we started today's stream. If we add that one, we are currently at $892. $8 more dollars, and we reach the $900 tier for my Day of Doom, which means either at the Day of Doom or at another meetup, if Dermy isn't there, Dermy and I will have to hold hands for 30 minutes at Galaxy's Edge, both pretending to be bestie shills for Everything Star. So for $8 more, guys, $8 more, and we cross the threshold. And as a reminder, because we have crossed a $50 threshold today, I will be reacting to Dermy playing scary games tomorrow. And Dom does it for another $8 Disney Jizz, also for $199. Dermy time. And also just for $5 for $1, just at $5 for $199. What's left for your sanity? Okay, so we are essentially at $902. Dermy and I will now be holding hands for 30 minutes. For 30 minutes at Galaxy's Edge for my Day of Doom. When it happens, we'll leave that up to that day. We'll wait for the right opportunity. But now, during that day, on camera, recorded, live streaming, whatever angle comes at, Dermy and I will be holding hands. We are now, let me update the banner. Thank you both. Thank you, Dom, and thank you, Diz the Jizz, for those super chats. Much appreciated, guys. Much appreciated. And now, let me update the banner. Let's update it. Hang on, because that part is gone. And now we are on the road to Jed's favorite. This is Jed's favorite. $1,000, and I have to write a chat-influenced, respectful Disney Star Wars fan fiction, and then do a dramatic reading with proper clips. I forgot about that part. A dramatic reading with proper clips. What proper clips means, we'll have to define that later, I think. So we're now on the road to $1,000. If we hit $1,000 tier, the $1,000 tier, we will do that. You know, it just means I can wash my hands when we're done. And it's just like the one hand. You'll be holding my left hand, okay? You'll be holding my hand. I still have my right hand, all right? Actually, wait a minute. Your right hand's your jerk-off hand. Okay, you're going to hold my right hand. I'm holding your left hand for 30 minutes. And I can just wash my hands and we're done. How much for the two of you to sing or hum Disney song while holding it? We can't do it for 30 minutes. We're already going to be praising Disney Star Wars. Isn't that enough? Isn't that enough? Isn't that enough? You know what? We'll save that. This kind of thing, Ariel, that'll be for the live stream during it, okay? That'll be for the live stream during. You guys, all right. Jed, I need your approval for this since you're the mastermind behind all of this. During Adam and Dermy Besties Forever time, we will allow super chats and tips to come in during the live stream to make us say and do things. And when I say and do things, I mean like there'll be no gay homo shit. But we will say things, we will sing things. We will have a tier of things you can make us say and do while we're holding hands. Jed, is that okay? Does that reach your does that improve the torture for you now? We'll run super chats on both mine and Dermy's channel. Dermy can live stream and I can live stream, so we can both at least somewhat do that. Yes, it's already gay. But listen, you stream it too. We both stream it. We make money on both ends, okay? We both will make money on this. All right? Is that better? Is that fair? I think that's fair. if we're both live streaming it, that means we can both at least somewhat. We won't have our dignity, but at least we'll have money. Okay, no dignity, but at least money. How about that? Yeah. See, look at the door I've opened. I'm gonna no. We're walking around a theme park. Where does baby oil and Vaseline come in? Well, Static's doing it. I'm going to do my perspective. I mean, everybody's doing it. So there. I mean, yeah, if you guys want to essentially buy us ice cream while we're doing it, you can buy us ice cream while we're doing that. We will eat ice cream. I'm not sharing his ice cream, though. I'm not doing an indirect kiss. That ain't happening. I can say that now. That's not happening. That's not happening at all. That 30 minutes. We're 30 minutes on live streaming. You guys will get to make it worse and worse for us. Okay? So there it is. We've added a secondary day of tier. Ryan, for $5, a third party needs to film. We are filming it. There's going to be multiple people there. There will be multiple people there filming this from all angles. There will be multiple streams, multiple recordings. And even from our stream, people will be holding probably our cameras and streaming it. So don't worry. This is all going to be filmed and recorded, and I just got snot on my finger. That's disgusting. That's nasty. Hang on. I got to do it. Sorry about that. Wait, misunderstanding. What do you mean? I'm just going to watch and react to Dermy being afraid and gay. What's wrong with that? Okay, right now. So we had Dermy's punishment. Now Dom is also purchased for $20. Internet Historian, The Fall of 76. Okay, so let me get this up here and let's do that right there. Okay, so this is that one. Just stop. Just stop. I hate it when I have to turn it off autoplay on freaking Chrome when it does that. Internet Historian. We did Brad's Wife a long time ago. What's it? Fall of 76. The Fall of 76. There we go. Okay, here we are. Internet Historian. The Fall of 76. As always, remember, if you enjoy this, if you like this content, go and subscribe to Internet Historian. I am reacting to his content that is owned by him. So there you go. All right. Thank you, Dom, for the $20. And hopefully this will now cleanse me from the damage that Dermy has done. So there we go. Let's have a little watch, a looky-loo, shall we? All right, here we go. Well, okay.
If you found this tape, it means that everyone is dead. Or working at a different office. How did this happen? Well, I'll tell you. Buckle up, buckaroos. Today's lesson is the misfired launch of Fallout 76.
Okay.
June 2018. It began with everyone getting just a little hyped up.
Have we waited long enough, guys?
Oh, God, yes, we have, Todd.
I think we have.
Oh, fuck you, Todd. Fuck you, Todd. Just going to say that. Fuck you, Todd.
Fallout 76, Bethesda's biggest game yet. My God, it was exciting. And they promised we'd know more at E3. E3 hype time.
Remember, E3 doesn't exist anymore. E3 doesn't exist anymore. It's been destroyed.
Press conference. 16 times the detail.
16 times the detail. There's all new rendering, lighting, and landscape technology.
4 times the map size.
It is 4 times the size of Fallout 4.
I played Fallout 4. It's a big game. I liked it. Didn't quite finish it. Got bored in the end, but it was all right.
And it's our biggest one yet.
My God, it was exciting. November 14th, 2018. The game goes live with a day one patch of 50 gigabytes.
Oh no, that's never a good sign. Never a good sign.
For fuck's sake. I'll see you tomorrow.
But once that's downloaded, people start logging into the hellscape that is Fallout 76.
Look at the glitches. Bethesda, you never disappoint.
And oh dear lord, they never fix the bugs.
Oh no, showing Macaulay Culkin dying in My Girl from the Bee Stings. No. Static, you're right. By current day standards, 2025 standards, a 50 gig patch is nothing. That's like, oh hey, welcome to the game. That's our day one patch fix. Yeah. Hang on. Whoops. Okay.
And there are so many of them. Goodbye world. Goodbye necks. Goodbye body. Goodbye heads. Bugs everywhere. Server crashes. Game
Yeah, I know that it's probably fine now, but we're living in the moment when it was a disastrous launch.
crashes. Old bugs imported from Fallout 4. Use more than one nuke at a time. Server's dead. Textures far too texturous and all-consuming void.
Whoa! What is this? What is this? The Thunderbolts? What do we got here?
Error log 307. Can't pick up stuff. Can't stop asserting dominance with a T-pose. Frame rate.
Asserting dominance with the T-pose. That's like the Bane thing, right? Oh, is that the Bane thing from Dark Knight Rises?
Problems, screen tear problems, getting too swole, getting underneath the map, getting attacked by invisible enemies, spawning too many enemies,
Speaks for itself.
spawning too many god rays. Also, your camp resets after every session, and sometimes it goes underwater. Holotapes randomly play static, but too many holotapes mean none of them will play. Enemy AI is far more A than I. Animations are broken. Surprise! Floating objects and a traveling merchant. Just to name a few.
Oh,
Joseph
joy.
Anson has a great video that documents just the ones that he found personally. That video is 3 hours long, but it gets worse. Error CE 348780 can corrupt your data and force you to reinstall the game and console operating system. A few PC players had their computers brick
Ooh, Brickin ain't good.
entirely. Also, when the date rolled over to the 1st of January 2019, the new
Well, a lot of these problems were probably PC related. I mean, they're probably glitches that were on the PS4 at the time, but I would say the majority of the problems were probably PC related.
in the game stopped working altogether. No one thought it prudent to program in other years in an always online game.
Oh no.
And a few players were straight up logging into other people's accounts. This guy had a
What?
level 78 character that was randomly replaced with a level 8 character. Bethesda said they couldn't do anything about it.
Listen, Bethesda, go fuck yourself eternally. Seriously, you can like Elder Scrolls and like Fallout, but let's be honest, Bethesda is one of the worst developers of all time. These are crap people who always put out bug infested games at launch every damn time.
And many players are not thrilled with this game, and they want Bethesda to know that. And they want everyone else to know that too. But Bethesda owns the platform. Is Fallout 76 fun?
Yes, it is. Banned for racism. Thread locked.
I love it.
They had no direct outlet for their rage. The only solution was to put a torch to everything else. Reddit.
Oh, dude, Rifts? Kel, Rifts was a nightmare. Have I told the story? Rifts. I played Rifts in between playing before I started Star Wars: The Old Republic. I played Rifts. I needed something between Final Fantasy 14 1.0 being crap and SWTOR launching. I played Rifts. Rifts is one of the most miserable gaming experiences I had. The idea of the game, for those who don't know, essentially you're in this world that's being assaulted by demonic dimensions or demonic elemental dimensions from these horrible evil dragons. And what they do is they send their minions to each zone to open these rifts. And the rifts were timed on the open world for live real-time events. So you'd be running around and suddenly rift is opening and all the players in that part of the zone, should rush there to fight the demon incursion and close the rift and get loot and experience. Yeah, really cool idea. Except what happens when your player base moves on to the higher level zones and never goes back to the lower level zones? You have disaster. You have a broken game where the demonic incursions keep happening. And then on top of everything, and Kel brings this up, massive hacking problem. Now, I played it solo. I tried to join a guild at the time, which was not a good idea. They were really dumb people. But I played the game. I made a lot of easy money because it's early time, so it was easy to get gold and sell shit. I logged out one day, and I tried to log back in, and my account had been hacked, and somebody stole all my gold and all my gear and sent it to their character. Now, then they instituted a two-step authentication system, and I immediately got it. But I only played like for another week or two. I said, F this game, I'm done. So yeah, people hacking your shit, that's real. Getting to other accounts and taking shit. And that happened to me in Rift. They took my money and all my gear and sold it. Yeah. You ever had a problem? Kel, there's probably a good chance we crossed paths in Rifts. All right, let's keep going. Back to this.
Twitter. Bethesda's other games on Steam. The backlash was immense.
Oh, that's fascinating. Let's go back to that 1 second right there. The fact that it led to mass anger at the entire catalog, the entire library. That's fascinating. I find that so. Don't piss off your fan base, especially if they're united and happy and hungry for your games and just want you to make it good. Don't piss off your fan base.
The backlash was immense. But surely level heads would prevail. The reviewers would come out and say that the game isn't so bad. Oh dear Lord, they hate it. This is so sad. Despacito, play Country Roads.
That was a toaster oven.
Almost heaven. West Virginia, Blue Ridge Mountains, Shenandoah River.
And the YouTube community had this to say.
It's really fucking boring.
Could barely bring myself to play it in order to finish this review.
No one on staff wants to play any more of this video game. I'm not going to subject myself to another 20, 30 hours of this fucking mess.
In short, Fallout 76 is morally, technically, and creatively bankrupt.
The mods on Bethesda forums were working overtime.
Oh no. Well, this was the time. They're still like that. I guarantee they're still like this. I guarantee.
On Reddit almost gave up. Look, I'm not saying that some people didn't enjoy and have fun with this game. But what I am saying is that the Metacritic was really funny to read. So what happened? Well, it came out that development was hugely rushed. The deadlines were tight.
Oh, hello. I'm suddenly on board with this.
Too tight. Plus, this wasn't Bethesda's A-team. It's actually a relatively inexperienced division based in Austin. And
Austin! If you are from Texas, you know that Austin is a hotbed of special individuals who think a certain commie Marxist way.
The scope of the game kept getting bigger.
We're going to need distant weather systems.
Hey, Todd, I stayed up all night and I just finished.
We're going to need 16 times the detail.
Please, Todd.
I like it that it's like they have all women making it. It's all women. They did it.
No more.
We're going to need 4 times the size of Fallout 4.
That, and they were trying to patchwork the old Bethesda creation engine into a multiplayer framework. What else could you expect?
That's why I give my kids Fallout 76.
Now, Bethesda could tolerate the bugs and the bad reviews and the irate players.
Because they have for decades, and everybody keeps buying their games.
Yes, but what they couldn't tolerate were the exploits. Infinite inventory, infinite invisibility. The frame rate was tied to the game speed, so people were going a lot faster than they should. Server hopping for more items, infinite cache and infinite duplication, unlimited XP, unlimited nuking. The nuclear codes were unencrypted and you could wall clip into the quest room. And someone was given the curse of infinite invincibility. Naturally.
All right, why would you want to be invincible? That just takes the fun out of it if you can't die. It takes the fun out of the game.
This can really mess with other players' online experience. So Bethesda was ready, with the ban hammer
This just
and a blindfold to wildly flail around and take down anyone who happened by. But Bethesda wasn't satisfied with just banning people. No, they're a progressive company with big ideas. They wanted to give a road to redemption. So support sent out this email to players caught cheating. We would be willing to accept an essay on why the use of third-party cheat software is detrimental to an online game community. That's right, 500 words on why you're a very naughty boy, and they may just give you your account back. But a couple of days later, the mocking from news outlets caused them to reconsider this approach.
Yeah, Bethesda, always big thinking their ideas, aren't they? God damn. I don't like Bethesda. I really don't.
One more exploit. In all the Bethesda games, there's a dev room. Every item in the game is kept here. Security has to be top-notch because otherwise, someone could just waltz in and take all of the best items in the game and it would be an absolute disaster. Well, shit. Of course, Bethesda wasn't equipped to deal with the issue. People started flooding in, taking the best items in the game, then selling those items on a black market of sorts.
Oh, see, that's a real thing. You guys got to understand in MMO games, it's been going on for a long time. There are ways to, before they instituted, if a game doesn't have the rare exclusive tag on an item and it's tradable, people will farm this shit. Normally they'll farm it. In this case, clearly this is an exploit. They'll take it and they will real world sell this for money. And there are whales out there who will spend the money to get they will pay to win in a second. They don't care about earning it. They will pay to win as long as they kick ass and take names and chew bubblegum. That's it. And I if you do that, you're not a gamer. You're a freaking poser.
At first, they tried the usual approach, banning people who had some of the best items in the game. You spent 700 hours just to get the best gun? Die, cheater.
See, that guy was grinding for it. He put in the time. Oh, you have it. You're banned.
Next, they put in a system where players would get tagged if they ever entered the room, and they banned those players. That wasn't much better because people would just start using Smurf accounts. Get in.
I don't know what a Smurf account is. I guess that's a clone account. Is it a sock puppet account? Fake account? I guess. I don't know.
Quick with a level 1 account. Get all that good shit.
Oh, okay.
Then get the fuck out. Then use a duplication glitch to get a ton more of those items. Then transfer that stuff to your main account and you're good to go. Bethesda then takes out this level 1 and calls it mission accomplished. And you've just beaten the game. So the problem continued. Bethesda is running out of ideas to solve it. There's a lot of speculation.
You know what you do? You just slap rare exclusive on everything. That would have solved it. You can't trade it. Once it's in your inventory, you cannot trade it. There, problem solved.
In the media and among players about how exactly people are getting in, but no one except for the exploiters knows for sure. That said, Bethesda needs to act fast before it ruins the economy of the game. So they wrote another email and sent it out to the Smurfs. Hello, Cheetah. Do you want to tell us how you did it, and we might unban you, please? Should we not hear back from you, the account will simply remain suspended. It's not known whether this approach worked, but from what I've seen, it's still possible to get into the dev room.
Nice try, Todd.
November 22nd, 2018. Just
all right, so that's about 3 weeks. 3 weeks in.
The week after the release, the game goes on discount. From $60 to $40 to $35 to $30. You can find it for $15 on eBay, and in Germany, they're straight up giving it for free when you buy a PlayStation controller. Also, some stores are just zip tying it to other products. But to Bethesda, it's worth selling the thing at a price close to $0, because it brings people into the atomic shop.
Ah, there you go. There you go. Go to the cash shop. Go to the cash shop. Now, cash shops, in my opinion, are fine if it's just for glamour gear. If you're buying shit that is for making you look cool or for silly shit that is all for just a cosmetic experience, that's fine. That's what Square Enix does in Final Fantasy. For the most part, Star Wars: A Republic does it. Are some things that will give you experience boosting, but getting XP in Star Wars is not hard. And also the cartel market in Star Wars is also there to give people access to their stuff if they're not don't have subscription. So that has almost that, but it still is mostly cosmetic. It's mostly cosmetic, like 85% cosmetic there. All right, later, Static.
Which is where the real margins are, and it inflates the poor sales figures. Let's have a look at those. The latest figures show 76 sold less than a sixth of what Fallout 4.
Ooh, damn. Damn. Should they really be counting New Vegas? Because Bethesda didn't make New Vegas. Bethesda didn't make New Vegas, right, guys? Somebody else made New Vegas. So, I don't know if they should be on there.
4 did. Not good. There's also been a massive oversupply of hard copies. Although, what's the point of a hard copy when the thing is just a cardboard disc telling you to redeem an online...
Seriously? Seriously, was that it?
...code. And while sales are low, returns are high. Immediately upon release, people began asking Bethesda for a refund. 76 is not on Steam. It's on Bethesda's own platform.
Oh.
So they have all the control. If players only played the game for a few hours, then generally they'd get their money back. However, it came out that people were sometimes getting refunds after a full 24 hours of play. Quite generous. But then word about this spread to forums. Then to Reddit, and a post got 12,500 upvotes informing people that this made pretty much everyone eligible for a refund, and the comments told them exactly how to do it. Bethesda was flooded with requests for refunds. And their response? Shut it down, lads. No one gets a refund now. Everyone go home. Show's over. Robot customer service man, engage.
Bethesda, I have no sympathy for you at all.
Customers who have downloaded the game are not eligible for a refund. We apologize for the inconvenience. Die.
A few things followed. First, people got mad. One hardcore gamer even trashed a GameStop for refusing his...
Oh, that definitely and it's man. That's a much bigger, angrier man.
refund.
Oh, no, it's that guy. I thought it was with the other dude.
Thank you for calling GameStop. This is Brian. How can I help you?
See, that's uncalled for. That's unnecessary. I mean, what did your mama raise you to trash another person's store? Listen, I am not the biggest fan of GameStop anymore. I think as a store, it has outlived its usefulness. But you don't go in there and trash it because the game was bad. That's not cool. That's not cool. That's not cool.
A bit of an overreaction, but probably also fake.
Okay.
Second, the media. And third, a class action lawsuit. Their inconsistent refund policy and terms of service may not be strictly legal. November 27th, 2018. Maglatio and Rathod LL.
Wow, that's really quick, man. That's quick.
P filed a class action suit on behalf of customers. Media quickly picked up on that. Their main argument is that it's a sometimes unplayable game owing to its technical problems, then they're refusing refunds, and that Bethesda is engaged in a strategy to release it anyway and then slowly patch their way into a more playable state. Updates on this lawsuit are slow, so I'll keep you informed on the second channel. Ad time.
Look, there's a meteor
As
headed
usual,
straight to
we
Earth.
let him play his ad because we are reacting to his content.
We
and
must
wanna
do
make sure he
something.
gets his
Was
revenue.
anyone curious enough to read about it online? Not me. Not me either. Nope. Oh no. Now people
Remember,
think
always,
I'm
if
dumb
you
and
react
I
to
have
something
died
and they have
a
ads,
virgin.
always let their ads play. It's just the right thing to do.
Don't let this happen to you. Get Curiosity Stream. It's a streaming platform with some of the best documentaries and non-fiction from around the world. Partial nudity, maybe if you look hard enough. But more importantly, the most arousing thing of all,
Hey,
knowledge. Works for your Roku, Android, etc., etc. It works on everything, okay? Science, nature, history, tech,
science,
society.
CuriosityStream.com/internet historian for unlimited access to the world's free top documentaries and non-fiction series. Use the promo code Internet of Storing during the sign-up process to get the first 30 days free, then cancel any time. Wink. Please, look, I need sponsors. I bought a lifetime supply of toilet paper thinking I was saving money, but then I left it out in the rain and the crows got it, and now I'm back to square one. Please. CuriosityStream.com/Internet of Storing.
That's funny. You made the ad funny.
Let's rewind a little
You made
bit.
the ad funny.
Fallout fans made their pre-orders, and the most dedicated pre-ordered the Power Armor.
Oh no! See, listen, I've never ordered a physical collector's edition of anything because, first of all, where am I going to put the shit? Also, I've never been that hardcore. A few things I've really wanted, like something maybe has a cool ass statue, it would have been cool. But also, I'm cheap. I don't want to spend that money on something that I don't know if I'm going to get a lot of return on investment on. So they bought the Powered Armor Edition.
Wow. It came with a helmet, box, map, army toys, and a genuine West Tech canvas bag. Fast forward to the release.
You see, that's different, Ariel. If they had offered the thing they sent, if they had offered the thing that they sent to the early reviewers, I would have paid for that because there is a return on investment in that. There's a ton of return on investment. I'll be playing these games forever, and I'll be streaming it and this and that. I'll get return on investment on that. I would have done that. I would have that. Well, they're on the PS2, probably, because it still would have been return on investment. I would have cherished it, and I would have gotten hundreds, if not thousands, of hours of entertainment out of it. So yes, I would have done that for that.
And customers noticed that their precious bags.
But essentially, for the PS2, they were semi-collector's editions. So I've shown you guys that. It came with soundtracks, little doodads, little things. My Lucia pendant, which I lost. I can't find it anymore, and that actually makes me sad. It came with the really nice instruction manuals and all that stuff. They actually put a lot of work into the basic ones for the original release of that. So yeah.
Which is supposed to be made of the finest canvas in the land.
Yeah, human hide.
Look a bit different.
Bruh.
In fact, it
Oh,
looks like
no.
a carry bag the real bag should come in.
Bruh.
Did they really just advertise one thing and deliver another?
Oh.
Can't do that. So there was a surge of backlash, and people began emailing Bethesda, asking for refunds, asking
Bruh.
for answers. By this point, customer service is absolutely over it. They are done with the facade, and they send this email in response.
Hello. We are sorry that you aren't happy with the bag. The bag shown in the media was a prototype and was too expensive to make. We aren't planning
You can't do that. You can't do that.
on doing anything about it.
That's the whole email. Staff at Bethesda aren't even hiding their contempt anymore. Naturally, the internet goes wild.
Are you fucking kidding me? Wow.
Hey, look, it's Quarter Pounder. Good job. Good job, Quarter Pounder. Like you actually ever played the game, though. Give me a break.
Wow.
Well, I got so mad.
Hey, I know that guy. Oh, that's good pause. Jeez.
I shaved everything off my face.
I don't remember Az playing Fallout. Then again, this is 2018. I wasn't watching Az yet, but I think that's like post that. So I don't know about that. I don't know if Az is a Fallout guy. I don't remember that. Anyway.
Okay, guys, this is a bit of a PR nightmare. We have to quell the outrage. What do we do? Well, we've got this in-game currency. Let's just give them the minimum amount of that. Fantastic idea. Hear ye, hear ye.
Man, fuck you, Todd.
Anyone who paid $200 to $300 for the Power Armor Edition is hereby entitled to $5 worth of in-game currency that you'll be able to spend with us. 500 atoms? Fuck.
We're going to give you free money. We're going to give you fake money to spend in a game where you're going to earn nothing for that money. Wow.
Yeah. What are you going to do with your atoms? I'm going to buy 5/18 of the white paint version of the Power Armor. Whoa! What about you? Light wood laminate, light wood laminate, light wood laminate. Fuck the bag. He's right. Fuck the bag. Light wood laminate, light wood.
You know what the thing is? There are likely people that were satisfied with this. Oh my God, I'm getting free in-game currency. Yes. There were literally probably people who thought this was great. Probably. He's not wrong. This is reality. This reality. Some people are that easily placated. Hi, Steve.
Of course, this was Bethesda's fantasy of what would happen. What really happened is further outrage, and even the media started piling.
No, I bet there were people who were happy about getting free in-game currency. I do. I honestly do. I bet there were. There are people who are like that easily pleased.
On.
Almost heaven, West Virginia.
It even became part of that class action lawsuit from earlier. Bethesda put out a tweet apologizing for their curt customer service and gave a different excuse for why they didn't make the bags.
Women did it. I bet. I don't know.
A shortage of material, apparently. That was quickly debunked. Because it turns out they did make the canvas bag, except they gave them all out to influencers.
They gave them to the game journos and the influencers who don't actually play the games. Ooh, that's a bad look. That's a bad look.
Oh dear. It's not the same one, of course, but it's sourced from that ever-scarce material, canvas. But what's more amusing is that it turns out there is a canvas bag in the game. If you don the postman's outfit, which of course can be found at the Atom Shop.
Spend your money.
For 700 atoms. Ooh, just short. Well, the bleating from the online community continued, and Bethesda's lawyers realized there would be trouble, so they decided to capitulate. All right, fine. We'll make your precious fucking bag. If you want to claim it, you'll have to fill out this form with your name.
Oh, that's right. Now fill out the form. Give us all your information so we could sell it to somebody.
Personal details, address, etc., etc. And we'll ship out the bag to you in 4 to 6 months.
Well, okay, hang on. And there, in the Bethesda's defense, first you gotta get the material, then you gotta find someone in China to make it for pennies, and then you have to wait for it to be shipped from China to the United States. So that could take 4 to 6 months, guys. Okay, give Bethesda a break.
But it doesn't quite end there. Because Bethesda is known for bugs. And of course, their website is a buggy mess, too.
Ew. I don't like that.
Turns out all of the customer support inquiries are unsecure and open to the public.
Wow. Everybody's private information just out there, huh?
In fact, people can open and close and change them at will. Listed are details of full legal names, phone numbers, home addresses, and more. If you've requested your canvas bag...
This is a disaster, man. Oh, but it's Bethesda. It's Bethesda.
You've just been doxxed. Whee! Not knowing how to immediately fix the problem, Bethesda panics and temporarily shuts down the whole website. And that is the tale of the duffel kerfuffle.
Did anybody ever get their bags? I'd like to know. Did anybody ever get their bags?
How could this have been so difficult? They made one for New Vegas. One last piece of news.
Well, they didn't make New Vegas. Bethesda didn't make New Vegas. That was, I believe, Obsidian. I think that was Obsidian or Monolith. Anyway, so in their story, you got that one wrong. They didn't make New Vegas.
A rum drink. Nuka-Cola Dark. Pre-orders available in September. Shipped out on November 14th. $80 plus postage and handling. Not cheap. But in return, you got a very cool bootle. Looks good on the shelf.
Obsidian, okay.
A great conversation piece with the family over Thanksgiving. Or at least it would have been. November 14th came and went, and there was no rum.
Why is there no rum? I wish I had a Jack Sparrow clip now. What happened to all the rum? Why is the rum always gone? He should have played Why is the Rum Always Gone from Jack Sparrow. Why is the rum always gone?
Okay. A week later, on November 21st, an email comes through. There's a delay. Things aren't up to the usual Fallout standard, they say. The usual Fallout standard. All of this just works. Things aren't up to the usual Fallout standard. So we'll have it for you soon. No specific date given.
1 week later.
Nothing. Then on December 5th, another email. Good news. We start shipping on December 12th. It's been nearly 3 months since you pre-ordered, but as a show of good faith, we made this promotional video for you. And this is where things went from tardy to retardy. Right there. Did you catch that? That's just a regular industry bottle and a plastic shell. We paid $80 and waited a quarter of a year for a plastic shell? People were not happy.
Oh, they're so cheap.
Look at that ratio. Nothing in the marketing said that it was a plastic shell. Super premium.
That looks like a very fancy glass bottle right there with like foggy coating on it and shit like that. That don't look plastic to me.
We were promised. And the media agreed.
Why is the rum always gone?
People began canceling their orders. Silver Screen tries to convince people that it's not cheap and shitty. It actually costs us twice as much to make the plastic one than the glass one.
Oh, you think? You think?
Then what the fuck? We spent 100 hours coding the design. Convincing stuff. So it arrives, just a few days before Christmas. The rum is about the quality you'd expect.
Honestly, personally, I don't really like rum. I'm not a rum guy, so I would not be. But if you like rum, you're out of luck here, I guess.
We're on this. It's my own show.
Worse is the design. The oversized lip means liquid can pour.
Look at that cheap. No proper curvature for the pouring. It's gonna spill everywhere, and you're wasting your rum. Jack Sparrow would be very displeased.
Inside the shell.
Hard to pour because how they made this damn thing. Spilled like half the shot.
Very dribbly.
So you're best off opening the whole thing up to prevent spilling. If you do that, there's a good chance that you'll snap the flimsy plastic.
So it's just a stupid glass bottle inside a plastic casing. Wow.
Any liquid will immediately ruin this cheap paper sticker. Some made their own at home and the quality was about on par. But look, if you do want a decent version of this product, there are reputable sellers of them. They're on Etsy. They're far cheaper and they actually give a shit. Not gonna lie though, some of the memes that came out of this were pretty good. Now, many claim that this was an honest
We're sorry.
mistake.
Sorry.
Or that customers were at fault for misinterpreting ambiguous marketing. I disagree. All of the marketing shows other glass items. All of the mock-ups show something more akin to frosted glass than plastic.
That's a good question, Cal. I mean, how Todd has survived this long? He must know some serious dirt on people. That's all I gotta say. Or have some sort of rock solid contract shit. How Todd has survived is unknowing. Oh, wait. All right, here we go.
They give plenty of descriptions of the product too, and not once do they mention plastic. And they were engaged in a bunch of other tomfuckery as well. Before the product was even available, they flooded their own product reviews with
oh yeah, here come the bots.
A bunch of 5 stars. This raised some eyebrows, and people on Reddit even called them out for it. So they deleted them. You can see all this activity on the Wayback Machine. Now, if they're happy to deceive people in this way, it seems silly to give them the benefit of the doubt about the glass. It's also worth quickly talking about the Bethesda merch store. Some of these items are pretty neat. That's cool. Good idea.
Hey, you want to buy your knickknacks? That's fine. You want to buy your merch paraphernalia? Nothing wrong with that.
I'd have that. Fallout 76 pant. Singular. But why is he so mad? The photography is all just slightly off. This
is it fake? Is because it's fake? Please tell me. It turns out it's all photoshopped. Please.
gaudy jacket was mocked relentlessly on social media. But does the $76 and $276 really make it more immersive? And why did they just toss it on the ground? And it comes in this crumpled up toddler body bag. You're talking
Toddler body bag.
about hundreds of thousands of dollars in merch and you don't have an eye on? Why is she wearing the size XXL? She's clearly not happy about it. But who looked at this and said, good job, print? Now that's surprising. And what the...
Oh, come on. People are fat.
They made the bottle properly. Yeah, one of those, please. But bigger and brown. Is that so hard? Let's get back to the game. December 2018. There are 2 new patches released that caused quite a stir. First, the good.
Whoa.
For PC, they included a number of quality of life improvements, including push to talk. But it also brought in field of view sliders. Hooray!
increased stash capacity from 400 pounds to 600 pounds, and a small buff to automatic weapons. Hooray! They decreased the carry weight of bobby pins so it no longer took up 10 to 20% of people's inventory.
I got a box of bobby pins the other week that said weigh these.
Fuck you, Todd.
There were also upgrades to the camp that allowed for easier construction, and a bunch of bug fixes. Hooray. The bad. A whole bunch of unannounced stealth nerfs. They generally made the game grindier. Ammo production was decreased. Fusion cores burnt out faster. Legendary enemies spawned less frequently.
On guard, I'll fuck you up.
And the backlash was significant because everybody knew why Bethesda was doing it. To encourage people to use the atomic shop.
Give us your money. Give us your money after you've already paid for the game.
And let's talk briefly about that store. Some of the prices are outrageous. A Christmas tree for $12, a Santa outfit for $20, blue and yellow paint for $18. Oh look, $3 for the same sweater vest and slacks item imported from Fallout 4. But the biggest offense of all was the holiday emote bundle. 24.
For the record, I hate emotes. I despise emotes and MMOs. People who run around emoting all the time, I hope you burn in hell. Every single one of you.
$4 for some Christmas-themed emotes. Twice the price of these games.
Wow. Wow. I own some of these games.
The media agreed that these were egregious prices. But worse, they're engaged in some deceiving marketing practices too. Oh look, it's marked down half price. But it's not. It was released half price.
Haha, yep, that old classic move. That old classic move. Oh, reduced price, but it was always this price. Go fuck yourself.
They're artificially jacking up the price, only to then give it a fake limited time discount in order to create a sense.
And that's common day practice now in a lot of things. This Bethesda's not the only one responsible for this. A lot of people do this shit, and it's scummy as hell.
Of urgency. That's illegal, here in Australia at least, in Canada, and in the EU. Reddit quickly picked up on this and pointed it out. Bethesda reacted by scrapping the discount and just setting it as the always intended price. Okay, it's been about 25 minutes of whining now, so I'm just going to leave it here. I didn't even get a chance to touch on the new pay-to-win fiasco. The new camera item that lets you teleport, dwindling player numbers. But on the flip side, they're also adding new content and improving the game over time. Heck, No Man's Sky was a surprising comeback.
Don't talk about No Man's Sky. Don't talk about No Man's Sky. You know my thoughts on that.
So maybe Bethesda can do it too.
And by all rights, those of you playing it have said they have done it. It's improved. But you can never get around disastrous launches. I mean, you could say No Man's Sky did, but it would take a lot of influence for me to ever go try that game again. A lot. Because I have a massive hate boner for those guys.
But for now, Todd returns to cryostasis. Hiding in his bunker until the bombs of outrage stop falling.
Don't worry, guys. He gave you Oblivion Remastered, a game that you had for decades ago that has just got a nice coat of paint on it and has all the same bugs and glitches the original had. You got that.
And returning only when it's time to get our hopes up.
Newsflash, you're never getting Skyrim 6. I mean, you're never getting Elder Scrolls 6. You're not getting it. It ain't happening.
Once again.
I don't think it's happening. Oh boy. That it?
Curiosities.
That's all right. We let him play his ad the first time, so there we go. If it was a different thing, I'd let him play, but you already played the Curiosity one. Okay. There you go, Dom. I think you got your $20 worth. I got to share some thoughts here and there. I thought that was entertaining. That was a good one. And you guys got a couple good stories out of me, a couple of experiences for that. Let me check Stream Elements real quickly. Okay, we're good there. All right, guys, then we're going to wrap it up. Here. It's been a wild show today. Once again, guys, thank you for making this a great premiere week for the show. We're going to keep going Monday through Friday, except for tomorrow. Tomorrow, special weekend edition of the Daily Dive, as we will react to Dermy playing Outlast. We'll react to during playing Outlast. We'll be if we're starting at 6, we'll be starting at 6. That means driving will be a little earlier. Let Jen and I get together and decide what time so that we have enough time to discuss The Matrix. There's only one Matrix movie. Join us tomorrow, probably either at 4 or 5 p.m. Eastern. So I'll get you that information tomorrow. Well, you see tomorrow when I post it. We're going to talk about it. Other than that, that means since we're doing that tomorrow, we're going to, because I also have to go out tomorrow morning. I got to go do some real world stuff tomorrow morning. We're going to delay my Shooty Who Season 2 review to Sunday. I'm going to get that on Sunday. And then on Sunday, we got Roundtable. Sunday night, I do my weekly recording with Brad, Fractured, and J Hitman for Wormhole Watch. You can always catch those edited versions every Wednesday on Brad's channel. Monday will be Mellow. Well, Monday we'll have, and we start all over again on Monday, 1 p.m. Eastern, the Double Ds. We're back with more Double Ds. We've got Who Cares Reviews at 9 p.m. Eastern, and then Mellow Mondays at 10:30 p.m. Eastern, where we try to just be fun, have a good time. Anyway, thank you guys. Today has been a wild day, and again, I thank you for all the support. Without you guys, literally right now, the lights would go off and the roof would not be here for me. I'd have to go. So you guys are helping me keep on going. We're going to keep doing this every day. We're having a great time. Go check out my videos. Go watch the shorts that are coming out. Hit the like buttons. Next week is also gaming stream for Expedition 33 will start either depending on when it arrives on Tuesday. If I have enough time to set the stream up, if we haven't done other things that day. Tuesday, definitely Wednesday night. Wednesday night will definitely be the beginning of the Expedition 33 streams on this channel. All to then be moved to the gaming channel, Renaissance Nerd Arcade, link in the description below. So thank you guys. Have a good weekend if I don't see you. And I have nothing else to say. So thank you guys. I will catch you guys later. Take it easy, everybody.